New census data is out, and it shows Iowa's population has grown by almost 5% over the past 10 years. A lot of that change, the biggest change, was in our metro areas, but the census is about a lot more than just the population. It can show us what's really going on in our communities. Here to talk about the impact of this latest census, we have David Peters. He's a professor of sociology at Iowa State University. David, talk about urban versus rural, because this is your focus, right?
Absolutely. So the short story is that Iowa's metropolitan areas have continued to grow as they've continued to grow for the last 40, 50 years, and rural Iowa has continued to shrink. And so it's interesting in that rural Iowa has had pretty robust natural increase, meaning that births still exceed deaths, but really what's driving population loss in rural Iowa is outmigration. People leaving rural Iowa to come to metro cities in our state, as well as other larger cities in surrounding states.
Are there parts of rural Iowa, sections of the state, that are having a better time dealing with this than others?
Yeah, so obviously besides the main metropolitan areas of Des Moines and Iowa City and Cedar Rapids, you do have spots of growth in rural areas. These would be places with meatpacking towns, so Denison, Eagle Grove, some other Loaysa County. You see gains in population. You also see gains in population in the northwest corner of the state, as well as in some of the southeast communities that have large Amish populations. And those are mainly through natural gains, natural increases.
Does it mostly come down to job opportunities?
Principally, yes. It's more complex. Really it's the lack of. So in Iowa, we do two things really well. We give our kids an excellent education and an excellent work ethic. And so kids have these skills, and oftentimes many rural communities don't have jobs that can use those skills. So our kids go to the cities in Iowa or other communities such as Chicago, Minneapolis, Kansas City, St. Louis. Yeah, it is a jobs issue, right? The jobs are in the metro areas, and our kids have the skills to get those high-paying professional jobs, and that's where they move to.
You talked about how people move to cities from other big cities to mid-sized cities. We know that California has suffered such population loss. They're going to lose a congressional seat. Iowa's hanging on to its 4 congressional seats. Should we feel fortunate that we hung on to ours, or jealous that we didn't gain one?
Yeah, it's more jealous that we didn't gain one. So we would have needed to, the state of Iowa would have needed to add 80,000 more people than it did, and we would have gained a congressional seat, and we would have gained it from Minnesota. And so our growth rates right now are not all that far behind Minnesota. So if we would have had 80,000 more people move into the state, we would have stolen a House seat from Minnesota. By contrast, to lose an electoral seat, we would have to lose nearly 700,000 people, which just isn't going to happen. So Iowa at present is nowhere near to losing another congressional seat, but we're much closer to gaining one, and we're probably going to gain one from states like Minnesota.
All right, so 4 seats it is, at least for the foreseeable future. David, we value your time. Just one more quick question, and that is the redistricting lines that apparently the state Supreme Court is probably going to have to come up and draw by this fall. Do you see any major shifts with those lines based on what the census data is showing you?
No, just the idea that the 3rd district that includes Des Moines will probably get smaller, and the district into the northwest, where the more sparsely populated counties are, that's going to get larger. And so the geographic scale of these more rural congressional districts are just going to get larger, and a lot of the urban congressional districts will tend to get smaller, more compact, just because they have more population in a smaller area.
And same for our state house as well?
Yeah, I would say that's probably accurate as well. In the state house, you're going to see something similar. Larger, more geographically larger rural districts. Rural districts are going to be combined with cities, which creates an issue. And so we're all familiar with the Miller-Meeks-Hart election that was decided by 6 votes in the 2nd district in the southeast part of the state. What you see is when you have these large districts that are anchored by a big city and a large sparsely populated area, the elections are just decided by very thin, narrow margins because you have different constituencies, different interests. And so that's just going to worsen going forward when we draw our congressional and state districts.
It's fascinating stuff. David Peters, ISU professor of sociology, thanks so much for your time this afternoon.